Welcome back, everyone. I'm joined here by Dr. Risa Sperling, world-renowned Alzheimer's disease researcher. She's in Palm Beach this week for the Brigham and Women's Hospital's Reversing the Tide of Alzheimer's event. Thank you so much for being here with us on 9 o'clock in the morning. First of all, I know you just got in yesterday into town, so we really appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about this event that you're going to be part of.
Well, I'm very excited to be here. In this event tonight, I'll be speaking with some of my fellow researchers from Brigham and Women's Hospital about the exciting research we're doing in trying to prevent Alzheimer's disease.
Kind of tell me about that. What is that research look like, and how important is it?
Well, I think Alzheimer's disease is really the biggest unmet public health need, and particularly for older people who fear this more than any other disease. So we're really focused on detecting disease as early as possible and trying to treat it before the symptoms are apparent.
Gotcha. And talk to me a little bit about the research. What goes into it? What are you guys actually doing?
Well, we're very focused on detecting Alzheimer's disease early. And the good news is that you can see changes in the brain even 10 years before people develop symptoms.
Wow.
And this gives us an opportunity to potentially treat it before people get to the horrible stage where they have memory loss and aren't able to do things every day by themselves.
How can you treat something like that early on? What does that look like?
Well, we're very focused on the buildup of amyloid plaques that occur in the brain. And one of the ideas is that we can help the brain clear the amyloid out using medications like antibodies and vaccines. And if we start this early enough, we hope we can clear the plaques out of the brain and prevent the memory loss.
That's pretty unbelievable, actually.
It's really a big change in the way we think about Alzheimer's disease and what's really worked in other diseases where we've had success, like cancer and heart disease, detecting early and treating before people really have terrible symptoms.
Right, and does that actually prevent some of those symptoms from coming on?
Well, that's exactly what we're testing right now. If we can start early enough and we can treat people slowly but over a long period of time, perhaps we can prevent memory loss altogether.
What are some things that people actually need to look out for? If you have a family member who you feel like it may have some of those characteristics, what are the big things that you need to look?
Well, everybody gets memory lapses where they forget their
Exactly.
keys or where they park. But when people really can't remember something important that's happened to them the day before or a few hours before, keep repeating themselves, and don't remember that they drove somewhere, that's when I really get worried.
Right, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about these research trials you're saying are really showing great promise. What are some of the things you're already seeing?
Well, the biggest thing we've seen is that we can detect the disease earlier and start these treatments earlier. The other thing that's very exciting is we've learned we can give higher doses of some of these medications, and that's important because Alzheimer's disease is a formidable opponent, and we've got to be aggressive in treating it. So the new set of trials starts earlier, treats with higher doses, and hopefully will succeed in preventing memory loss.
And anything else you'd like to add before we send it on over to weather?
Well, just that I think this really is important. People are afraid of Alzheimer's disease, but the only way we're going to win is having people join us in these prevention trials, and hopefully we'll find answers together.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Doctor. We really appreciate you being here with us. And we also want to make sure that you guys know about that important event. And it's really just about getting the word out there, right?
Absolutely. Tonight we're really going to be highlighting this research and partnering with lots of people to help us in the fight against Alzheimer's.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's